Hello YouTube, and this is Super Saiyan 4 Broly with another deck profile. Today I'm here to bring you Heroic Challengers. This is a pretty cool deck. I mean, they are pretty fast. They're a pretty good Xyz deck, and to me they kind of just look cool. Alright, so let's start this. We have 3 Noble Knight Artorias. Artorias, yeah. My personal opinion, this is my favorite card ever in Yu-Gi-Oh! He looks cool, he has a cool description, and he's pretty good. And he's 1818 beat stick, so yeah. Next we have 2 Noble Knight Gawan. If you control a normal light monster, you can special summon this card and face a defense position. You can see why I run this. Then they just go together quite well. Good for Xyz. Then 2 Dust Knights. When this card's flipped, send one Earth monster from your deck to graveyard. Always chain it with Revival Golem, and we'll go over his effect when we come to him. 2 Heroic Challenger Sword Shield. Basically, really kind of like the Honest of this deck, kind of. During his play turn, if you control a heroic monster, you can send this card from your hand to graveyard. For the rest of this turn, you take no battle damage, and heroic monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. So yeah, he's pretty good. Next, we have 3 Goblinbergs. You obviously understand his effect. If people who don't, when this card is normal summon, sort of summon 1 level 4 or lower from your hand, and then change this card to defense position. Great Xyz monster. Run 3 of him. Next, 3 Double Lances. Very good card. The reason I run 3 just to get his higher percentage of getting 2 in my hand is very good. Alright, next is 2 Revival Golems. The reason I run him, he has 2100 defense. And when he's sent from the deck to graveyard, you can either special summon him from the graveyard or add him to your hand. So he's a very, very good monster to have in this deck. Next is Heroic Challenger Extra Sword. When he's used for an Xyz summon, that Xyz monster gains 1000 attack. Boom. Very good. Next we run Tragoedia. Not just as a OTK stop, but mainly as an Xyz monster. He's very, very good with the Xyz. Alright, next we have the Elemental Lord Grandsoil. Well, yeah, since I thought, well, most of these monsters are Earths, might as well try to see how he runs, and he runs pretty good. It's a very good monster to have in this deck. Next is Heroic Challenger Spartan. He's a pretty cool card to have on the field. Once per turn, when a monster clears attack, target 1 face-up monster you control, and then this card gains a attack equal to the targeted monster's attack till the end phase. So, pretty good monster. Next is Night Watchman. Before damage calculation, if he attacks a defense monster, it's destroyed before damage calculation. So it's a pretty good card. Next we have Power Giant. He's just good to have as a beat stick. I don't really use him for Xyz because, well, he's just too much, like, level reducing. But he's just good for, like, just if you want to try it for OTK or FTK, you can special summon him pretty easy. Or if you're just trying to get 5 in the graveyard, get him out, and you have 2 pretty cool monsters on the field. Alright, next we got, Dark Hole. The next, Noble Arms Galatine. Pretty awesome card in this deck. The equipped monster gains 1000 attack, and during each of your standby phases, it loses 200 attack. So, it's a pretty good card to have on the field. Very good to run with Heroic Champion Excalibur. Very, very good card. Next we have Monster Reborn. And then we have Double Summon. you know, just to help get the XCs going and all that. Next we have Assault Armor. This is really just an awesome card. When you equip it with that monster gains 300 attack. During your main phase, you can send this equipped card to the graveyard. The monster that was equipped to this card can't attack twice during the battle phase of this turn. So you can imagine why I have it in this. It's a very, very good card. Next we have 2 MSTs, 1 Heavy, 1 Warrior Returning Alive, 1 Rhoda. Alright, now we're getting to the traps. Next we have Mirror Force, 1 Heroic Retribution Sword. This is a very good card too. Just pisses people off when they're like, I want to attack you, and then I'm like, well, he's not going to be destroyed and you take all the damage. So it's a pretty fun card. I might more run with him, take out the Dark Bribes maybe. And next we have 2 Dark Bribes because, well, you know, when you're trying to attack, when you're trying to attack and you just hate that moment when people are like Mirror Force or Magic Cylinder, or when someone's trying to negate your summon, because that gets irritating too. So yeah, 2 Dark Bribes, 2 Psalms, and 1 very awesome trap card, might run more of it, Impenetrable Attack. Very, very good card to have in this deck, or basically just any deck, really. During the battle phase, activate one of these effects. Target 1 monster on the field. It can either be destroyed by battle or by card effects during this battle phase. Yeah, so you can see why I run it. And another one is you take no battle damage during this battle phase. Boom. He's like a Wabakyu and more, really. Very good. Very good card. Now we're going to go over the XCs. 2 Utopias. 1 Photo Knight Palladis, because I have, you know, some light monsters I like to go into. 1 Heroic Champion Gandiva. Not that great of a XC's monster. I just have it in there because it's a heroic deck and it's pretty good. 1 Heroic Champion Kasangi. Very, very awesome XC's monster. Kind of like the only reason I run the 1 because I never really find the chance to run into more than 1. But when I get 1 out, it's pretty awesome. It takes 3 level 4 warrior type monsters once per turn. During either player's turn, when a trap card is activated, detach 1, negate the activation, and destroy it. Then this card gains, I think, 500 attack when you do that. So he's a very, very awesome card. And next we have 2 Heroic Champion Excaliburs. Just awesome. Use 2 extra swords on him. He's like already a 4,000 attack monster without his effect. Then you use his effect, becomes 6,000. Then you equip Assault Armor, boom, send that to the grave. He can attack twice. 6,000 attack monster that can attack twice. That's just crazy. And you already have, and let's say the turn before you had a Penetrable Attack set. Things are just going to get messy. Alright, next, then we have 1 Photon Pablo. Pretty good card. Then next, 1 Blade Armor Ninja. Pretty good card. Then Concealer Omega. Then I usually follow that up with Concealer Nether 7. Pretty good card. Next is Fairy King Alverdit, because I run so many Earths, and he's very good. Like, when I get him on the field, people get pissed, really. But, yeah, he's a pretty good card. Next, we have Shockmaster. I would usually run into the Heroic Champion before I would do Shockmaster. But, yeah, Shockmaster really messes people up. Next, I just put this one in just to fill up my extra deck, because if you've seen my other videos, I say how I hate having a non-filled extra deck. So, I have Daigusto Emerald. He actually does recycle pretty good, and it's a pretty good card to put in my extra deck just to get those cards recycled, and yeah, he's helped me win a lot. Then I have one Evil Swarm Ouroboros. This card is just like, he's just boss. Once per turn, you can detach one Xyz from this card. Activate one of the following effects. Target one card your opponent controls, return that to the hand, send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, target one card in your opponent's graveyard and banish it. Just like hates your opponent. It's 2750 attack. Just a pretty awesome card. Well, guys, there's my heroic deck. If you have any opinions, comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.